Check. Good morning. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. This is Saucy and Friends in the Morning. Rockstone Triz, Miss Tony B. Knowin, and Hot Sizzling South. We inside, we outside, we everywhere, all of the time. This is what we doing out here. It is a Wednesday. We are getting over the hump. How are you guys doing? Quick check-in while you guys are checking in, while you guys are coming in. If you're here already, go ahead and give it up a share. Let people know what's going on. But we here. Yeah, boy.
Good morning, everyone. I am good today. It is Wednesday. It is hump day. I feel good. Last night was National Pasta Day. I made a little spaghetti dinner.
You know what? I think my mother fought me down all day of National Pasta Day.
Why?
I suggested pasta so many times. And every time she said, but it's Taco Tuesday. So we had tacos.
Did you make the tacos?
I did. And I really wanted spaghetti and chicken.
She said to me, I said, are you cooking today? And she said, no. But if you and Danielle will cook, and I can cook.
We are going to. I'm gonna because I feel like we sound like how we sounded yesterday. So we're gonna disappear off the screen.
That's what they said?
No, but I see that it's the settings are kind of so we're gonna come off the screen for like 5 seconds. Just stay right there.
Bum bum ba-da-da-da-do-do-do. We'll be right. We'll be right back.
Excuse me. What's his name?
I'll wait.
Bag and eating it.
Yes.
Why would you do
Cinnamon raisin bread, that little swirl thing. I could eat a loaf of bread all by
jelly,
itself.
all the things.
Huh?
Without jelly.
Without,
no
I can
butter.
just take it out of the bread and eat it. A piece
You know
of that
what Walmart
swirl.
sells? Walmart sells a cinnamon honey butter. And they sell my good garlic basil parmesan, brother. Oh,
That sounds like a full dinner, and I don't have time for that.
so
Garlic basil parmesan.
garlic basil parmesan compound.
That
butter.
sounds like a pasta sauce.
Yo, I buy that stuff and put that on. Did you just like you're hungry and you just make like steam some vegetables and drop a dollop of that? That's a whole meal. It's
You know what I had yesterday? I had Raising Cane's.
And you hated it.
It wasn't memorable. It wasn't
Did you
memorable.
have the little bread?
Yeah, little garlic bread and stuff.
That was not memorable to you. What are your memories made of?
What are your core memories?
You're like, what?
It wasn't all that good.
What is in your head?
It wasn't all
What?
that
That bread is the thing that the stuff that dreams are made of.
Yeah. Mine's could add a little more butter in it.
I taste it now in my mouth.
Yeah, it could add a little more butter.
It's delicious.
But we good now. We good.
I mean, I will agree with you. I don't think Cane's is, it's not top tier. It's no Cheesecake Factory. However, however, has a little, fresh, tender, nice bread. Them fries be hitting,
I'm not a chicken tender guy. I'm not the chicken tender guy. I like bones. I like chicken wings.
wings.
Mm-hmm.
That's your problem. You like bones. You don't like no meat.
Yeah, I like chicken wings. I like chicken wings.
Trying to call me fat.
I like me a meat.
Yeah, me
Dinner.
too.
Chunks of meat.
So yeah. Again, the Cheesecake Factory conversation is going on. That's why I threw that in there. We're not gonna talk about it here because that's stupid.
Listen, let me tell you something. As I said, I consider myself to be a high value woman.
Tell them, girl.
Lies, medium value at best.
Medium value.
Medium value at best. I will go with you to the Morton Steakhouse, but I will go with you to the Olive Garden
as well,
and anything in between. And on a good listen, last night I asked my friend, please, let's go to Applebee's for dollar margaritas. Listen.
Oh my God, can we go to dollar margaritas? I heard you have to have about 17 of them to get wasted, but you end up on the floor, and I like that.
Me and Dee Dee and a couple friends went one time, and each of us had $5 worth of margarita. I mean, it was like, give me one margarita and a da-da-da-da, and then 2 margaritas and a da-da-da-da. I don't know how we got home. It was 4 of us in 4 different cars. We raced each other all the way home.
That doesn't sound safe.
The
views accepted.
Strapped in. We was there. We had it. We had them margaritas. I mean, I'm sure it was more of a sugar high than anything. Yeah. But as one person in the comment section indicated, just put a little flask of tequila in your purse and drop a little in each one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that. But they are $1.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's $1.
And you can pay a little 50-cent upcharge to get flavors. What?
No, to get flavors. What kind of flavors they got? Strawberry, peach.
A little passion, maybe a little mango.
All that is a little bottom shelf liquor and a little bit of water.
Bottom shelf liquor. Remember that time? What was that vodka we was drinking that time? Remember? It was a weird vodka. That shit tasted just like isopropyl.
Rubbing out. Do we have it in Miami?
I think it was rubble or rumble.
It was in a what? Yeah.
God,
it had a black label. Yeah.
That's the white people.
What's it called? Ruben?
That's the alcoholic. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you put on wounds.
That's the one.
That's the one. Alcohol is what it is.
It's the one you put on wounds.
Yes, exactly. We was told from the smell of it. Just told. Anyhow, that's the kind of stuff that they use in them Applebee's dollar margaritas. Good morning, Shay. Good morning, Lawanda. Good morning, Leo, Dixie, and Schneider. Hi, everybody.
How y'all doing? Tell us how y'all doing. 1 to 10 in the comment section so we know where you are. You too, Tony. How you doing?
I am doing great. I'm grand. I'm flying high like the...
What about you, Rockstone Trismus?
Flying high like a kite.
Yeah.
I'm good. Last night I attended Bia's concert.
Oh yes, how was it, Tristan?
It was lit.
Was it?
It was freaking lit.
Lit like what?
It was lit like big.
Lit like big, yes. I'm seeing it right now.
Like I was telling Tony, like Bia got hits.
Yes, she do.
Not little hits, but like hits.
She climbed on somebody's shoulders.
That's when she was performing No Stylist. No Stylist. I ain't got that.
No,
I listened to her whole album before, and I had a wonderful time. Yeah, the album is lit.
She's really her.
She's really her. She's really who she is.
She's really her. And she was just happy to be home last night. It was dope to see a lot of people from the city supporting her. Shout out to my guy Papa Don. But yeah, man, it was a good vibe.
Who is Papa Don?
It was a good vibe.
Yeah, her DJ. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm really glad that it had a great turnout and people had a good time. I really would like to see these hometown artists.
Millie's came out. She brought Millie's out.
Oh, good. I want to see them be like Millie's, to be honest with you. I think that Millie's is the most artists out here that is actually comes to Boston and stays there and chills for a while. And I would really, really like to see people like Bia do that as well. I think that it would be really great for her fan base and would help to kind of to patch up like whatever nonsense people might feel about her. I think that's important.
You know, she gave a speech last night.
What'd she say?
And she was like, you know, we gotta support hometown this and hometown that. But unfortunately, for a person like me, it's so much cap. You know, it's too much cap. We don't get support from any of our artists that are out there doing anything. You know, all the views go to everybody else, and the black media. We could use those views too. We could use those numbers too. We support y'all too. We play y'all music more than they play y'all music.
Exactly. And again, I'm a big supporter. I think I'm even a fan of hers. But I was talking to Tony about it yesterday. Like, I really just want to be good about supporting someone that I know that supports this city, because I hold this city to such a high standard, even though it is abusive. Boston is abusive. Okay. But when you really F with Boston the hard way, I do feel some type of way when people don't give Boston, especially like, you know, the Beers and the Joyner. I don't give a hell about where people want to say you're from. You know, you're from Massachusetts. You know, Massachusetts needs that type of visibility. Yeah, that exposure. So I don't make a speech on your one concert every 10 years about giving back to hometown, because, you know, like, you should. I don't know. I'll support her no matter what. I just feel like they got to support us if they're gonna be wanting the support from home. It's important.
I'm glad she had a good turnout.
Me too.
You know, glad people, you know, showed up.
But that goes for all the artists, man.
All of them.
Y'all
Cousin Stiz,
y'all gotta be
all of them.
y'all got to be able to check in with y'all black media. Period.
Yep.
Y'all should be doing just like when you go on tour and you're doing a press run.
You go on the Breakfast Club.
All the cities, radio stations and stuff. When y'all are at home, y'all should be touching down everywhere as much as possible. You guys should be connecting with the hood. I'm not saying go to the projects, but I'm saying be visible. Make sure that you're in an area that's safe.
Do a book bag drive. You know, like, go. Do a book bag drive, do some turkey or something like that. Just show up. Just be here. Just be here.
Like how Kodak Black be down there handing out ACs.
ACs and stuff. Why we don't never get no AC?
Right.
Shit.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's good. And how was your evening, Sauce?
My evening was fine. It was wonderful. I started back at my boxing at Life Health and Fitness in Quincy.
We're going to wait for her to finish this dry. That's why you want some water, huh?
Exactly.
You want some water?
I got my damn. Don't leave me the hell alone. Okay?
Dry ass.
I went back to kickboxing yesterday, so that was really fun. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna feel that in the next couple of hours, and you know, I gotta get this belly down because I want to be.
I love when you feel that burn the next day.
Yeah.
The burn is addictive.
It is. Yeah. I went to Pilates with Shanita last week, and I felt that burn up until yesterday because Pilates is different. You really are stretching all of your body parts out, all of them. Let me see you do a little stretch right now. There we go. Look at you. All right, there we go. Anyhow, people, let's always threw that foot up there quick,
girl.
Wow. Wow, let's see what she be doing.
I got
up. Let's get into the show. Saucy and Friends starts right now. Let's go.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM. The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com. Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
Different kind of line. Oh my. Ooh, let's start out with a question of the day that I just found. Hey gang, am I wrong? So my best friend of 15 years just got engaged and she asked me to be her maid of honor. I respectfully declined because I know that she's cheating on her now fiance and has no plans of stopping. I told her I can't support her nor attend the wedding. She said if I don't come, it will raise red flags. Am I wrong or should I stand my ground?
Yeah, you're wrong. Absolutely wrong. Her cheating on her husband has nothing to do with you being her best friend. What is that?
Ma'am, you got to mind your goddamn business.
What are you talking about?
But is that moral high ground that she's standing on, though? What do you think, Tristan? Would you not attend your friend's wedding, because your best friend's wedding, because you know that your best friend is cheating on their significant other?
Yeah, I'm not attending that.
Really? Why not?
I'm not supporting that.
It's your best friend.
That's nice. My best friend ain't.
Tristan got no best friend.
I don't have no best friend. My best friend wouldn't be doing that. You're not my best friend if you're doing.
Why is that your business?
Like that.
Yeah,
that's none of your
business. You ain't my best friend.
That's none of your business. Who your best friend is sleeping with? Your business is to be their best friend.
I'm not gonna let you marry somebody and you still sleeping with someone.
Why? I love him.
All right, that's nice.
I
ain't supporting it.
People in the comment section, I need to know what you guys think. Are they wrong? If your best friend...
If you want me to be your best friend, that means that you trust me. That means that you have faith in me and whatever. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you as a best friend, like a real best friend should. If you were supposed to marry somebody and you sleeping with somebody else, nigga, I'm not going to your wedding.
Don't be my friend. Don't be my friend or any kind of my friend if you're going to sit there and judge what I do.
And if you're going to be a snitch.
I might be at the reception at the bar like this. Look. Mm-hmm.
But you there, though.
But you did. That's all you need to be.
You need to be is there.
People in the comment section, the question is, are you wrong if you don't show up for your best friend because you know that they live in danger? Let me stop. Best friend of 15 years. 15 years, just got engaged, and she asked me to be her maid of honor. I respectfully declined because I know that she's cheating on her now fiance and has no plans of stopping. I told her I can't support her nor attend the wedding. She said if I don't come, it will raise red flags. Am I wrong, or should I stand my ground? I guess the bigger question is, why are you getting married if you have a boyfriend?
Love him.
And then
but you don't gotta marry him. You don't gotta tie that person down. Touche. But still, you know that you can't be right.
Exactly,
and this person,
Pastor Troy. That's what I feel like. The best friend likes the fiance. That's pure unadulterated hate.
But he agrees with the best friend.
Scuba Steve said, "Hold your friends accountable."
I feel like you could hold them accountable and still support them. Yeah. Like, listen, I'm not happy about this, and I don't agree with it, but I'm gonna support you because you are my friend.
Exactly.
And when this shit literally hits the fan,
I'm still gonna be there. I'm
gonna be there, but I'm definitely gonna say I told you so. Yeah. Like my 100 before I even cry, before I say hello, I'm gonna say I told you, black ass. Yep. I told your black ass to not marry that man.
Yeah. Nah. I'm not doing that.
Shay said, what is it? Lawanda said,
I'm going to speak on it to them, but I will be there to watch the fire burn and still be friends.
Yep, I told you.
Exactly.
Caller, you're live. Hello. Spark FM, caller, you're live. All right.
DJ Live says, I support my best friend in everything they want to be a whore. Then, hey, I'll go to the wedding, but I'm not buying anything new.
Me too. I'm a go. But girl, I am not going above and beyond because this is going to be over soon.
The whole time we picking out my maid of honor dress, I'm going to tell you all about how I feel about the situation. You know you're wrong, right? This pink dress cute.
You like this one?
Yeah, all of that. But
you need to leave that man, but this do look good on my butt down
exactly.
there. Y'all terrible friends. No. Y'all don't pick me, goddammit.
Listen, I'm not friends with people because of how they live their lives. I'm friends with people because of how they make me feel. And if you are my friend and me and you are friends and whatever it is that you want to do, I'm there with you.
That sounds a little selfish. I'm friends with people because of how they make me feel.
How else are you supposed to be? How else are you supposed to be with friendships and relationships? You shouldn't be a little selfish. Why the hell would you be friends or in a relationship with somebody who does not make you feel good?
Well, I'm not going to be in a friendship with nobody who don't make me feel nice.
But that's not the only reason why I'm friends with them, just because of how they make me feel.
No.
Wait, I guess the phrasing is sad.
Is it what I said or what you heard?
Shay says, I support divorce parties because they pay more. Live and Pastor Troyan says, my best friend back in the day warned me about my whole ass girlfriend. We ended up being really good friends to this day. You see? Warn them.
What did he say? My best friend?
My best friend in the back in the day warned me about my whole ass girlfriend.
That was his best friend, not his girlfriend's best friend.
What?
Yeah, that was his
That's
best
what I'm
friend.
saying. If you're a best friend, yeah, you gonna tell your best friend, listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I ain't going because you're doing foolishness.
Malika said, she says, I'd be mad as a mother of honor to spend all this money and time to know that this marriage won't last. I mean, it ain't my money.
Exactly.
I would encourage her to make it a Will and Jada marriage. Snyder, go to sleep.
Whatever that is.
You can't tell no grown folks what to do. I agree with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my girl's best friend. Oh, so your girl's best friend told you about your cheating behind girlfriend, and
she
now
wasn't your girl's best friend.
No, she wanted you. She does not. She was not your girl's best friend at all. She wanted to be with you.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you.
What is going on?
If she told you, brother, I don't know about all that.
Exactly.
She was supposed to tell her best friend.
Yeah, she wasn't supposed to tell you nothing.
Exactly.
You need to check on that because that's different.
Exactly.
I'm going to support them. And then when they divorce each other, I'm going to sue both of them for false advertisement, pain, and suffering. Yes, me too. I'm emotionally distraught over this marriage that I knew wasn't going to work.
Exactly. Let's say something. Sauce knew my marriage wasn't going to work. She was right up there in her green dress standing next to me. Everybody, I knew my marriage wasn't going to work.
Mommy said I had to.
And I was there in the damn dress too. So whatever. You ain't got to support it. You just be there too. And your black ass was there too. So shut up.
Hey, I didn't know the guy. That was like one of my first time meeting the guy.
All of y'all knew. Everybody knew that was there knew. But we all had a good time. It was a party. And it was the best day of my life. And I do it a damn again. I don't give a damn.
What's your problem? Who hurt you? Why are you so? And I do it again. I had a fun time. I love him.
It was the best party I ever been to in my life. Anyway.
Let's get into the show, people. Thank you for opening up our brain waves and getting us started on this wonderful Wednesday. That's a great way to break the ice. Today is Wednesday, October 18th. Is any special national day today?
I don't know, but you know what it is today?
What?
The avant-garde thing for the Caribbean Fashion Week. I am excited about that.
What are you going to wear?
Girl, I put out my outfit last week.
Oh, avant-garde. I want to wear something with a big shoulder pad.
Avant-garde. No, remember, it's tropical chic.
Oh, so I got to wear like resort wear.
Resort wear, yes.
With a shoulder pad.
With a shoulder pad. Definitely do not forget your shoulder pad. I don't know. Let's see what today is. I'm going to look it up. But in the meantime,
today is October 18th. It's Wednesday. We have cloudy skies this morning. Will become partly cloudy this afternoon. High 64 Fahrenheit. Winds light and variable.
Today is International Leggings Day.
Today, I have on leggings.
Why y'all like these international days, folks?
I don't know because they're foolish. At what point does how do you get an international day? Like, can I just sign up for one of the government.com or whatever, government.org, and then I can be like, ooh, I want this 18th day of 18th to be leggings?
But there's a few of them. Let's see what else. It's International Leggings Day, National Exascale Day, Bra Day USA.
What the hell is an exascale?
I don't know. National No Beard Day was yesterday. But today is definitely Bra Day USA, and which is the third Wednesday in October, and then International Leggings Day.
All right. And
yes.
On these days, you're just supposed to follow the theme.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to wear leggings all day.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was supposed to eat pasta all day. All right. Is Taco Tuesday a national day, or is it just
it's also National Chocolate Cupcake Day.
Okay. Man. It's foolishness. All right, so let's get into the local news. Let's find out what's happening closest to you guys out here. Are you guys ready to hear the news from Black people? East Bridgewater police identified driver as hit and run who struck a girl. Good. Anybody that hits a person and then leaves the scene of the crime is a piece of shit.
Yep.
And I don't care. East Bridgewater, Mass. The hit and run driver accused of striking a girl who was riding, stinking her, striking a girl who was riding her bike through the parking lot of an elementary school over the weekend, surrendered to police on Tuesday night. Boston 25 was at the police station Tuesday night when the suspect hit-and-run driver pulled into the parking lot and turned himself into the police. That's bold for driving to the police station. Police said the 62-year-old woman from Florida will be summoned in Brockton District Court on charges including neglect, operation of a motor vehicle, and leaving the scene of an accident with a personal injury. Police said the woman has relatives in the area. Officers responded to a report of a crash involving a motor vehicle and bicyclist in the area of 143 Bedford Street just after 5:30 p.m. on Sunday, found an 11-year-old girl who had been pushed around 60 feet by an SUV across the rear parking lot of the Central Elementary School, according to the East Bridgewater Police.
60 feet?
Yeah, is this a video of the actual crash? I want to watch it. Do I want to watch this? The girl's mother was called to the scene and declined medical transportation on behalf of her daughter. What? Did I read that right? The girl's
mother refused medical treatment?
Read it for me. On behalf of her daughter? Police said the girl had been riding through a small path that leads from Route 18 to the rear parking lot. A subsequent investigation revealed that the blue SUV, possibly a 2023 blue Lexus NX, entered the Central School parking lot from Central Street and attempted to use the parking lot as a cut-through to Bedford Street when the driver collided with the girl. Police said the driver, a woman wearing blue hospital scrubs, exited her vehicle and spoke to the girl before leaving the parking lot.
What the hell are
so
you
this
saying?
is a okay. So are you seeing the pictures?
We have the story here
of this.
Hold on, here's the story.
Yes, because I'm confused.
I am confused.
Last hour. Well, yeah, Carrie, we were here as the suspect turned herself in at the police department, and police tell us she is a 62-year-old woman from Florida who has family in the area. Now, it was around 8:40 this evening when we watched that blue Lexus SUV matching the description of the suspect vehicle pull in here at the police department. The suspect got out of the passenger side and went in to talk with police as officers took the vehicle for several minutes and then returned it, potentially for evidence gathering. The suspect and the man she was with did not speak to us. They were inside for about 35 minutes before she was allowed to leave in that vehicle, and she was visibly upset as they left.
It's horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying.
The video is tough to watch, especially for those who know the 11-year-old
The child is still on the bike!
Her elbows and bruise on her legs and stuff.
Holly Silva was there Sunday afternoon. In fact, it was her bike her friend was riding.
That all chipped off. The brakes snapped in half, I think, on both sides.
The girls had ridden through a path that leads into the Central Elementary School parking lot in East Bridgewater when the blue SUV, attempting to use the parking lot as a cut-through, turned around and struck Holly's friend, pushing her 60 feet.
This car comes out of nowhere, and I was behind her, and then all I see is her get hit from ahead of me, and then I get really scared, so I rush over there, and then I make sure that she's okay.
Surveillance video shows the driver, a woman wearing blue hospital-type scrubs, get out of the car, speak to the victim, and leave.
She got out of the car. She was like... She said, "Are you okay?" She said, "Yeah." I asked if she was a nurse because of what she was wearing. She said that she was, and then she said, "Go home and go shower," and then she got in her car and left.
The girls called the police, and paramedics evaluated the girl. She and her mother declined to go to the hospital.
It's pretty unbelievable that somebody would just do that.
Why y'all ain't go to the hospital?
Boy, I tell you, boy.
Suspect, but say that she will be summoned to Brockton District Court on charges of negligent operation of a motor vehicle and leaving the scene of a personal injury accident. We're live in East Bridgewater. Christine McCarthy for your
Let me tell you, they wouldn't have even been able to take me off the bike. I'd be like, "Ooh, me and the bike gotta go." It's so attached to me. I'm so deformed, and I'm so hit.
What the hell is that?
Bring the jaws of life to get the bicycle off of me. Help me. I can't think. I can't breathe. I would have shit.
Damn.
I mean, she did check on the girl, so it's not necessarily a hit and
Did
run.
she check on her and get back in the car and drive away?
She was like, "Yo, you good?" And the little girl's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. She's like, "Okay, go home, take a shower. So wash all the evidence off. Change your clothes and put them in the trash. Burn them."
She thought she wished she had one of them little things from Men in Black.
I'm glad. The best thing about this story is that the baby, even though she got dragged across that car parking lot, is fine. And,
Amen.
good for her. Portable toilets falls off a truck on the Massachusetts Turnpike. I wish I had known. Was it clean? Because I would have picked that up and I would have took that to the shed. The amount of times I ordered a portable toilet this summer, I need one. How much they cost? Hold on. Y'all read this story. Let me find out how much a toilet costs.
It's not a business.
A portable toilet fell off a truck that was traveling on the Massachusetts Turnpike in Boston on Tuesday and is causing delays for morning commute. Speaking of morning commute and delays, the traffic in Boston has been at an all-time stupidity level, and I don't understand what's going on. Oh, the T, and it's the Ashmont T on that too.
Yep.
Okay. This incident happened just after 5 a.m. on the eastbound side of the highway near Storrow Drive. So if you were stuck in that yesterday, it's because somebody dropped a shitter on the highway.
Not a shitter.
Delayed up to 25 minutes. Reported before the scene was cleared. There were no reports of any injuries. Good for them. I always want to know where the traffic is coming from because I just don't understand the concept of traffic.
Yeah.
Everybody just drive.
Like, if everybody just goes and minds their business, then the traffic would flow.
Except when you're like, mind your business, it's just an accident. When you get to the accident, you're like,
me too.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. I put it in my head that I'm not going to be that person.
I started doing that in my adult years. Like, all right, if I turn my head to look and I don't see what I need to see, I want to get through.
My business. I will keep driving.
A man faces rape charges after picking up a woman from a Boston nightclub. Oh, Lord. That reminds me of the story of the little baby who died, Jazzy Carrera. A Worcester man has been charged with rape after he allegedly assaulted a woman who got in her car over the weekend after she thought after she thought he was the Uber driver. That's the same exact story.
This is again.
Oh my God.
Did Jazzy think that he was an Uber driver?
Yeah, she had went up to him.
She was looking for
a ride.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so she thought it was a driver.
Here we go.
Saturday morning, police say that woman got into the wrong car and was raped. Now a suspect is held on $10,000 bail as we learn disturbing details about this case. This is the wanted bulletin shared by law enforcement intelligence this weekend as Boston police were searching for Kabel Najib of Worcester. It's now part of the criminal rape case against him in Boston Municipal Court after he was arrested Sunday night. According to the police report, a woman thought she was getting into an Uber after leaving a downtown nightclub early Saturday morning, but it was actually Najib behind the wheel. The report states the car took a route driving by the Boston Common, continuing along Charles Street, and the woman told police he stopped by some brownstone buildings just before Storrow Drive. She says he put a T-shirt over the window blocking the view and then raped her. Then she says he drove her home. Detectives say they obtained video of the alleged victim getting into a car like Najib's near the nightclub and have other video of the car driving downtown. Now, Najib has a car registered in his name here in Massachusetts, also a driver's license from Texas. His attorney did not respond to our request for a comment. Live in the newsroom, Karen Anderson, 5 Invest.
Caller, you're live. Spark FM Online.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Hi,
Be
Schneider.
careful when you're ordering. Hey. Good morning. Be careful when you're ordering your Ubers, because this reminds me of a story I heard of a college student in South Carolina. And apparently what they do, I've never driven for Uber, but I think what happens is they give you intersection or a location of where a potential rider would be, and you have a chance to accept the fare or not accept it. So what a lot of people do is they decline it, they go to the location where it is, and then what happens is if they beat the actual person who accepted the ride, they will pretend as if they're the Uber driver, so there's no record of them accepting the Uber Lyft.
What?
Yeah, so what ends up happening... Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I never even looked at the app, but apparently that's what another news story. This was like years ago, so they might have patched it.
Yeah.
But they were saying, be careful. Know the car that it is, whether it's a Camry or an Altima or a Buick or whichever. Make sure you know the driver's license and make sure that you confirm first that they say, "Are you?" Saucy or whoever,
so that's what I say. Like, I'd be like, "Oh, are you Jorge?" I don't know why I use Jorge.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Unless you the little disgruntled little Haitian man that I was fighting with in Miami. The hell was his problem?
Hey, you look at the dam.
Look at the dam.
Sir?
It said my name. It's me. It's my God. Dude, I'm just verifying. What the hell?
It's for safety, sir.
Wow.
So wait, so AP Black said, why didn't she just get out the car? I wasn't listening completely. How did this happen? She got into the back of the car, and then what?
She got an Uber. It wasn't the car. It wasn't the right Uber. But then they were going on Stereo Drive.
Yeah.
You know that little small street right there, and he stopped somewhere around that street. I think that's either that's not Newberry Street. What street is that? That's a street. That's like
Columbus or some.
One of them. Yeah, and so he put a T-shirt on over the window, raped the girl, and dropped her off.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this here, but I do have a lot of
What did
follow-up.
he have her like handcuffed while he was?
That's what I'm saying. Did he have a gun on her or something like that? Like
what kind of T-shirt did he have to put across the whole?
And
window?
what was
when he was putting the T-shirt on? Like what?
I don't understand why
He said he was going to do an oil
had the
change.
child lock on. Or something?
I don't know how to get to it. I don't got the app on my phone that shows me that this ain't the right goddamn direction that he should be taking me into. Yeah. I don't want to question what happened because something horrible happened to someone, but I don't understand.
We don't know if there were any weapons involved, but I'm assuming if she didn't say anything or felt like she couldn't get out the car, that's probably a reason why. It's because he threatened her and was like, but then she had to give the man her address.
In the app.
No, it wasn't her Uber driver.
Why the hell did she get in the car if it wasn't her Uber driver? Where is her Uber driver? But it wasn't the car or the right person. So why did I get into the car and then I'm going to start over when I know that my Uber is probably waiting for me?
Drunk.
Drunk. Okay.
Drunk.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way. Mm-hmm. The only way that all happened is he took advantage of her because she was drunk and she had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
She was probably knocked out in the car when he got out to put the T-shirt on the window. And that's effed up.
Yeah.
That's messed up. Golly.
Yeah.
Oh, and child love.
They got him? Did they say they got him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's sick.
That is disgusting. That's terrible. Moving on. I can't move on. Mass governor set family shelter capacity limit. What comes next? I thought all of the shelters didn't have no. Governor Maura Healey declaration that Massachusetts will very soon reach the limit of the state ability to shelter homeless families raises new legal and ethical questions. Under state law, can a cap be set? Under state law, can a cap be set on the number of families eligible for shelter? What would happen to any families that arrive after the state reaches that cap? Massachusetts is legally required to house homeless families due to the state's right to shelter law. In recent months, the state has rented numerous hotels and motels to serve as housing for the rapidly growing number of families. As of Tuesday, state data shows 7,023 families were currently enrolled in the shelter program. Healey said Monday the limit would be 7,500 families and estimated that the threshold could be reached within weeks. We do not have enough space, service providers, or funds to safely expand beyond 7,500 families. We expect to hit that limit by the end of the month, Healey said on Monday. From that point on, we will no longer be able to guarantee shelter placement for new families entering the system. The state estimates that approximately half of the families in the emergency shelter system are new arrivals, and let's hear it from them.
Overwhelmed, Woburn's mayor asking the governor to send a stronger message to migrants.
I think it needs to be a definitive statement saying we are freezing the right to shelter law, and then that message gets down to the border.
Massachusetts is legally required to provide emergency housing for families under the right to shelter law. Now the governor is capping the number.
We do not have enough space, service providers, or funds to safely expand beyond 7,500 families. We expect to hit that limit at the end of the month.
In Woburn, 150 families are staying in local hotels and motels, 70 new students now enrolled in schools.
You know, we don't have unlimited room in our schools either.
The governor's office says the right to shelter law is only subject to appropriation, meaning it has to be paid for. But the House Speaker questions if the governor has the power to put these limits in place.
I don't know if she has the authority to cap it. What happens if someone shows up? What does she do? We haven't got a clear answer for that. If there is no place to put them, where do they go?
Woburn's mayor calls the law outdated. He says as long as it's on the books, people will continue to come.
We may find a circumstance that unintended circumstances that we didn't want, where they're still coming up and they have no place to stay.
Now, for months, the governor has been pleading for more help from the federal government, everything from congregate housing to work authorizations to more funding. Just last week, a team from Homeland Security visited the state, but it's unclear if anything will come of it. We're live here in Woburn. Sharman Skiddy, WCVB News Center 5.
We have to focus on our own people. There are people hurting in the Commonwealth. Somebody said the law was passed in 1983. I don't think the intent or anyone had the vision that, 40 years from now, there's going to be thousands of people coming from other countries. Galvin also said he's concerned about what will happen if the limit is reached, but new families continue arriving in Woburn and Massachusetts overall. We may find a circumstance, an unintended circumstance. So this is another thing. We don't have any room from what we've been reading. We don't have any room here. The hospitals are at capacity. All the shelters, well, I don't know. Most of the shelters are at capacity. They're saying that they're going to be at capacity in the next month. So although we are a shelter in a right to shelter law state, if we ain't got no room, we can't shelter nobody else.
Yeah. New York City is also going through the same thing. Mayor Eric Adams, that's the name, right?
Yeah.
He made an announcement last week that the New York City right now is being drained of all their resources, and they're going to a lot of immigrants and stuff like that. And he said, we were only built to support this much, and this right now is draining a lot of their resources from them. So they're definitely feeling it.
So what is gonna be done? We're gonna.
Well, it sounds like they're trying to put a freeze on it. I don't know. I think after a certain time, I feel like we need amendments. The laws need amendments, and
every 20 years or something that we should just all sit, like the census almost. Like if the census is increasing from the constitutional days, then we need to adjust. And the census is every 10 years. So maybe rules and regulations should be looked over every 20 years. The Constitution, even if they want to stretch that out to every 50 years or something like that, but there should be some renovation from when our forefathers wrote it. I mean, as a forefather. From whenceforth, all of them signed it. I'm not sure why we're still living in the days where we were in horse and carriages, and now we have flying vehicles. What are we doing?
Yeah.
People were sending notes to each other on horseback.
They were sending smoke.
They was stamping it with their own blood.
Yeah.
Now you can DocuSign. So I don't really know why we ain't did no revisions in 4 years ago.
Agreed.
It's crazy.
Agreed.
Remember the lady that they found yesterday at Carson Beach? She had washed up they had found the lifeless body on the beach. Her name is Molly Beachside. It's not Molly Beachside. It's troopers responded to a section of the beach along William J. Day Boulevard near Molly Beachside Burgers. Found the body of a 29-year-old Megan Anderson just before 7 a.m.
Hold on. What is Molly's Beachside Burgers?
I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you
that?
asked because
I've never heard of that before.
Molly's, and that's on Carson Beach? Where's Carson Beach? That's Castle Island.
In Castle Island? Yeah, right? Ain't it?
Okay.
Molly's.
I've never seen this before in my life.
It looks like it's a new place.
Oh.
Molly's Moo's Ice Cream.
Molly Moo's Ice Cream and Cafe.
Oh,
that's nice. Where is it though? I didn't even see it. They got a nice little.
Beach.
Oh no! It's that little piece. We go to eat there.
Where we go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When we don't go all the way to
Yeah.
Sully's, yes, that little one right there.
Okay.
All right. Oh, that's where the body was found. Detectives assigned to the case and personnel from the Office of the Chief Medical Examiners showed no indication of trauma to Anderson's body, according to the police. Oh.
She thinks she drowned? She went out there by herself swimming?
Or she maybe had a little medical emergency.
She fell in somewhere else.
They didn't say that she didn't wash up to shore. They just found it on the beach. Maybe she got a little alcohol poison. I don't know. Bless her. And Fenway Park to screen Hocus Pocus on Halloween night. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Ooh. So Fenway Park is hosting a Halloween movie night with trick-or-treating at the ballpark before a screening of Hocus Pocus. The event is set for Friday, October 27th. Tickets for the 7 p.m. movie show are $10 for adults and $5 for kids. But the trick-or-treating on the warning track from 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. is free and open to the public. That sounds awesome. The 1993 Halloween classic will show. First of all, Hocus Pocus is amazing.
I love it.
Will be shown on a center field video board. Concessions will be open. Click here to buy movie tickets. Hocus Pocus was filmed in Salem and starred Bette Miller, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy as the Sanderson twins. Hocus Pocus 2 was released last fall on streaming and Disney executive, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I didn't like 2 as much as I liked 1, but if you guys are looking for something safe and awesome to do with the kids, that's a little bit different and out of the box. The 27th, Friday the 27th, you can go and see Hocus Pocus at Fenway Theater. We might have to do that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that sounds actually really dope.
This Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yep.
And that is our Around the Way news. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Moonbox Productions is thrilled to present the Tony Award-winning musical Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, by Stephen Sondheim and Hugh Wheeler. Directed and co-produced by Ryan Mardisich, with musical direction by Dan Ryan and choreography by Joy Clark. Sweeney Todd opens October 13th and runs through November 5th at the new Arrow Street's Arts Performance venue located at 2 Arrow Street in Cambridge. Emotionally intense and darkly comedic, Sweeney Todd is a must-see production. Tickets are $65 with pay what you wish options at www.arrowstarts.org.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Boston, get ready to celebrate in style. It's a year of celebration, and V-Side Production proudly presents the 10th anniversary of Boston Caribbean Fashion.
Tell them I'm gone, I said tell them I'm gone, don't even bother calling me.
From October 18th to the 21st, immerse yourself in the world of beauty, culture, fashion, and style. Join us for the fabulous fashion events, including a Four-God Design Show and the BCFW Honors Award Ceremony and the unforgettable Teen Fashion Night. Don't miss the grand finale as BCFW closes out the week with a sensational fashion show at Roxbury Community College Auditorium, featuring New England's top designers and a special musical performance by incredible Sophia Leslie. Boston Caribbean Fashion Week is the event of the year, October 18th to the 21st. Get your tickets today at bostoncfw.com and be a part of the amazing celebration of style. Boston Caribbean Fashion Week, where fashion meets culture. Be there.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Chicken man be ballin', these chick pigeon toes, some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Even in the small making bone
What is you saying?
and my friend.
No.
I'm trying to
It's
find
all
you.
about
Can you help
you.
me?
Where I go, I see the same. Oh.
Everywhere I go.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
I don't know what you
Hey,
were saying,
hey,
Sauce.
and everywhere I go, I see the same hoe. I remember we used to sing that hard in high school, boy. Man, one of the boys, Rodney, always used to everywhere we go, and then we used to do it in the choir and see the same hoe.
Did you guys see Lunel's stand up?
Yes.
Remember she was singing Nate Dogg?
I enjoyed that.
Was it good? She's
I
a
enjoyed
fool.
it. It's very
Yeah.
short.
It's very
she's
It was
funny.
33
You know what I mean?
minutes.
She's
It's
funny.
33 minutes?
It was
Yeah.
33
I can do a stand-up
minutes.
comedy for 33 minutes.
Yeah.
And you know what it was about? It was 33 minutes basically about flying a plane.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she said.
Was she hot?
No,
that's
she was
what
just
the-
like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about the airplane industry. Because something happened with her on a plane or something like that. So, but it was
pretty good.
It was good. I
Realistic
enjoyed
and
it.
you
I
could
laughed.
relate.
Yeah, I enjoy Lunel. I think she's really funny. You know, her voice very much reminds me of Nicole.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Flynn.
Yep.
Yep. National and world news time. What you got for us, Miss Tony?
Well, CVS, Walgreens, and Rite Aid are closing thousands of stores. What you mean?
CVS.
CVS, Walgreens, and Rite Aid.
Walgreens. How you gonna close 1,000 CVS and Walgreens?
I mean, how you gonna close all the pharmacies? What other pharmacies we got?
Target.
People need their
Everything is in grocery stores
That's
now.
true.
There, Target. What else? Walmart. All of them got a pharmacy now.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I want to go to a pharmacy, and I think that's the problem. Is that they closing all the pharmacy. People can't get their medications. That's why everybody crazy.
That's what.
Yeah, these big corporations shouldn't have been able to do anything with the drugs. They should have left the drugs for the mom and pops people.
They should have.
Yeah, like Saucy's Pharmacy and
I
and
never
Like
remember.
Upham's-
We used to
like
have little
Upham's-
pharmacies like
Upham's
Yeah.
pharmacy.
yeah.
I remember that one
the
back
little
in
one
the
on the corner. I know
Yeah.
the Strand Theater
Mhm.
Pharmacy.
Yeah. It was actually a baby Walgreens.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It turned into that after. But
No, it was like if you go in there, like all the packaging said Walgreens. I feel like it.
Oh.
Was it?
I feel like
There
yeah.
used to be some like down Dudley little mom and pop
Yeah.
little pharmacies.
Now
But that's
Dudley don't
also
got
where
no
the
pharmacy.
opioid epidemic started too. So that
Huh?
never happened.
That's weird.
Opioid epidemic.
Did
So drugstore chains for decades saturated U.S. cities, suburbs, and small towns with new stores. Now they are closing thousands of stores, leaving gaps in communities for medicines and essentials. Researchers find pharmacy closures led to health risks such as older adults failing to take medications. Rite Aid, the third largest standalone pharmacy chain, filed for bankruptcy on Sunday and will reportedly close roughly 400 to 500 of its approximately 2,200 stores. Rite Aid was undone by competition from larger rivals. Its $3.3 billion debt load and expensive legal battles for its alleged role in fueling the opioid crisis. It comes amid walkouts by Walgreens pharmacists and technicians around the country and at CVS stores in Kansas City over low pay and understaffed stores. So the drugstores have been struggling, it says, and there's going to be a lot of those closing. I know the Walgreens over here in Hyde Park, when that closed, that was pretty impactful for this area.
Here we go. There's This is a little clip from it.
Here's a
people are
clip.
being attacked more. The other interesting thing about Target closing stores is where are they closing stores? They're a massive chain nationwide, but they're closing in New York. They're closing in Portland. They're closing in Los Angeles. They're closing in places that had significant bail reform initiatives come up in court. And when you look at the effect of bail reform, the stores also say it's associated with a substantial increase in retail theft because once you take jail out of the equation as a possibility from the legal process, people think it's just like shopping without money.
So it's less of a deterrent, essentially.
Much less of a deterrent. Because if you look at New York City, we have 300 people who are responsible for 30% of all the shoplifting, and they have over 4,000 arrests between them, and 70% of them are not in jail. This is their job.
That's crazy. Just our eye on the streets, Dee Dee has reported that Boston City Hall is on high alert right now because a protest is supposed to be happening.
What kind of protest?
Probably for
the Nationals?
Iran.
Oh, Israel.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say? Jeez.
Over there.
So they closing down all of our pharmacies, and we ain't got no medication, and that's why we gonna stay tapped. Gotcha.
And then speaking of Israel, blast kills hundreds. This was really, really sad
Bro,
news. After the blast kills hundreds at the Gaza hospital, Hamas and Israel trade blame as rage spreads in the neighborhood. This really sad picture right here of a mother holding her baby covered in blood. A massive blast rocked a Gaza City hospital packed with wounded and other Palestinians seeking shelter on Tuesday, killing hundreds of people. The Hamas-run health ministry said Hamas blamed an Israeli airstrike while the Israeli army military blamed a rocket misfired by other Palestinian militants. At least 500 people were killed, the ministry says, at a hospital.
This thing is rocking my world because I really just don't understand. I was watching something by Amanda Seales yesterday, and she was flabbergasted about how we pick and choose who we give condolences to and who we are praying for. And yes, there are some terrible, disgusting, and vile things happening in Israel. It doesn't give anybody the right to overlook what's happening in Gaza. Like, that is crazy to me how you can be so hurt over the children in Israel and not care about the people, the residents and the civilians that are in the Gaza. It's crazy to me.
Both sides are being tore up. Yeah.
Like, there is nobody happy over there. Not Israel, not Palestine. Nobody is happy over there. Yeah. So we've got to do a collective care about all of those people, because this is crazy. Yeah. Them Hamas people, how you blow up a hospital?
Yeah. Well, they're not. The Hamas is blaming Israel. Israel's blaming Hamas.
And so they
don't.
Oh, you did it, I'm gonna do it too. You did it, I'm gonna do it too. You did it, I'm gonna do it too.
They don't know who did it.
It's crazy. They say the hospital was blown up by Israel, though.
Well, this article that I just read said that both of them are blaming each other for what happened.
Jesus Christ! Stop bombing things, and then we will know who's not bombing.
Yeah.
Like, stop it.
Crazy. Reese's $25,000 promotion may violate sweepstakes lawsuit. They said,
why? What I could get out of the computer is dying.
Reese's may be in violation of state and federal laws with its new sweepstakes offer currently advertised on packs of peanut butter cups. The promotion on 2 cup packages reads, you can win $25,000, and in smaller print, it says see details inside, but only after consumers have bought and opened a package can they see the small print. No purchase is necessary to enter the sweepstakes. You have to open the package. You have to buy the package and open it to see that it says no purchase is necessary. The Reese's contest was first reported Monday by Edgar Dworsky, a consumer advocate and former assistant attorney general in Massachusetts, who runs the Consumer World website. Sweepstakes are primarily governed by state laws, which require that no purchase is necessary to participate. A contest that requires a purchase is a lottery, which is subject to different rules. Well, that we have learned today. I've learned something. A high school, well, I'm going to save that one for last because what the hell? Californians plead guilty in a $600 million lawsuit
About what?
About catalytic converters, apparently.
Oh, Tristan.
Catalytic converter theft. Californians plead guilty in $600 million nationwide catalytic converter theft.
How much you got to steal to get that much?
I don't know. 3 members of a California family pleaded guilty Monday to conspiracy for their role in a ring that shipped $600 million worth of stolen catalytic converters from California to New Jersey, prosecutors said. 3 members of the Vang family, along with their mother, Monica Mua,
She was like, I want in.
Were part of a national network of thieves, dealers, and processors who provided the stolen auto anti-smog devices to a metal refinery for more than $600 million, according to a statement from the U.S. Attorney's Office. 21% from California and New Jersey have been charged. 21 people, from California and New Jersey have been charged in the case. Prosecutors said the 3 Sacramento family members pleaded guilty, conspired to transport the devices in return for more than $38 million. I don't know. A lot of these cases that people be prosecuting people for just sounds like really, really smart entrepreneurship to me.
$600 million.
Bro, $600 million is not $6 million.
Right.
It's not 600,000.
It's
$600. You damn near at $1 billion, bro. Like, what is?
No, I watched the Jamie Foxx movie last night. Very good.
Very good.
Very good movie. Loved it.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, very good. And Jamie Foxx is stellar. He's
absolutely amazing.
Cool. But these people, they got only $38 million. These 3 who were involved.
Only $38 million.
Only $38 million. Tu Su Vang also pleaded guilty to 39 charges related to money laundering, prosecutors said. Catalytic converters are easily stolen and contain precious metals, including platinum.
So let me ask you a question. Are they stealing all of these catalytic converters, or are they stealing them manufactured? What?
I don't know.
That's a lot. $600 million is a lot of catalytic converters.
That is
that's a lot.
Well, they said the black market price for catalytic converters can be over $1,000 each. Californians account for 37% of catalytic converter theft claims nationwide, with about 1,600 reported stolen each month in California.
Wow.
I ain't moving to California. No.
They're going to have to make catalytic converters out of something else.
That's what I'm saying. They can't 3D.
That's what
3D,
I was going to say. 3D print some Cadillac converters.
Catalytic.
It's catalytic, but y'all black folks say Cadillac.
Cadillac converter.
Cadillac converter.
That's crazy. I feel like if I do a low scale version of that, I should not be in that much trouble then.
Yeah.
Like if I just take 6 catalytic converters a day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't need to 1,600. I could just do 6.
Yeah,
I can make a
two merch according to
doing 2 merch, and then I can sell those for $1,000 on the whatever. That's $6,000 a day. How much that costs? How much days is in the week and then in the year? 6,000 times 365. That's 6,000 times 365. That's $2 million right there. Hey, all you come off of this radio. We have work to do.
Listen,
work to do.
Let me order my little drill off of Amazon right now and have that delivered today.
Today, because we got to get to the work. By the end of the week, there'll be no more Saucy and Friends or Sparking. We're gonna be Spark the converter, Sparkalick converter,
Spark the Cadillac,
Spark the lack. All right, because child, I tell you,
exclusive. X, formerly known as Twitter, will begin charging new users $1 a year to access key features, including the ability to tweet and retweet. Now that is the exclusive. X, what the F is your problem, my G?
You
see all those letters?
Can I act? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how math works. Is so crazy, right?
Yep.
$1 a year from the billions of losers, from the billion of users on Twitter, is a lot of money.
That's true.
I signed up for Threads yesterday.
Just yesterday?
I know.
I'm over Twitter, though.
Boy, you should have signed up for Threads when they came out. On the first day coming out, Threads had like 16 million users.
Right. First of all, Threads is on IG now. What's IG mean?
That's why
Instagram now.
I didn't know what it was when the people had all the numbers in with the ads.
Yeah, I got a number.
What do you mean the numbers with the ads?
Look next to your name. You have a number.
You got a number next to your.
Let me see. I got a number.
And I think that's how many times you've been added.
It's not. It's just the number of when you joined.
What the hell are you guys
What do you
looking
mean
at?
the number of when you joined?
Like
Just
when
show me what
you're.
the number is.
It's supposed to say. You're supposed to say it up there.
I don't got no number.
Oh, you don't got no number.
Your threads isn't there.
I have no thread.
You don't have it connected.
Yeah, you don't have it connected.
How you connected?
I don't know.
But how you signed up yesterday and already got to connect?
The number's
it's
gone.
right here.
My number's gone.
Shows.
Oh, see right here. You are number 43,970,229 to join Threads. That's what your number means.
Oh, what the frick?
Can you find mine? I want to have a number.
Don't you have the little thread thing right now?
Mark of the Beast? That sounds like a Mark of the Beast number.
Is your Threads not connected to your thing?
I don't know. I just signed up. I got a thread. I don't know how to do anything else.
Yeah. Oh, because this is your professional dashboard. I don't know what the hell that means.
What else?
I got a number. And then this very last story, this is my WTF story. A high school in Auburn goes into lockdown after 6 people are let in and attack the students. This is in Auburn, Washington.
Say it one more time before I can hear it good in my
Auburn,
ass.
Washington. A high school in Auburn goes into lockdown after 6 people are let in and they attack the students.
Why you gonna lock them down after the 6 people is
After the
inside?
people is already inside.
Shouldn't you unlock it so we can get out?
Everybody can run out. I don't understand. Families are shaken up after 6 masked people got into an Auburn Riverside high school and attacked students on Monday, forcing the school to go into lockdown. According to school officials, the 6 people approached the side door of the school building around 1 p.m., which was locked while class was in session. A student opened the door for them, thinking they were supposed to be on campus. Officials did not identify the 6 suspects, but said that they were not supposed to be on campus. The 6 suspects ran down the hall and randomly hit students.
That were taken into hostage.
Hold on.
Administrators confronted them in the hall and they ran. Do you have the story?
Yes. But
I'm happy that it's not guns and then when you go in there swinging. Why y'all come here for it? Start hitting. Why do you hit me in my face for?
I want to read to you just some of the experiences here.
No, this is Israel.
This isn't.
Oh, Father.
But why would the student?
That's the worst mass student.
After the incident, the school went into a secure and teach lockdown through the rest of the day. Exterior and interior doors were closed and locked. The students would not move between classes. Auburn police were also called to provide security until 2 p.m. Officials said police was on site again on Tuesday for supervision and to work with officials to identify the 6 suspects. Auburn police confirmed with Fox 13 News that no students have been arrested. They just ran.
They just ran in there and started punching people
They
in the
just
head.
ran in there and started hitting the kids.
That's mean. And then I'm gonna lock down the school while these psychos are in here.
Secure and teach.
I was just asking about this boy. Go up here, right here. I was just asking about him. He was in Little Rascals. As the little. Hello, Molly. How are you?
This is the guy who was in Rambo.
Yeah, he was also in Little Rascals. Isn't he the
still
same?
acting.
He's not the same one.
He got a new movie out.
What his name is?
Dolph
Lundgren.
Speaking of Dolph, have you started watching the new season of Lupin?
No, I can't get into
I stopped that
Lupin.
show.
Oh my gosh, I love me a Lupin.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
can't
Omar
get into
Sy, he's so big.
He's corny.
Wow.
I feel like he's corny.
Why? He's French.
Oh, is it time for us to go to the commercial?
He's French.
It's time for us to go to another commercial break. We'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked, Spark FM Online.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-Made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Boston, get ready to celebrate in style. It's a year of celebration, and V-Star Production proudly presents the 10th anniversary of Boston Caribbean Fashion.
Tell them I'm gone, I said tell them I'm gone, don't even bother calling me.
From October 18th to the 21st, immerse yourself in the world of beauty, culture, fashion, and style. Join us for the fabulous fashion events including a four-star design show and the BCFW Honors Award Ceremony and the unforgettable Teen Fashion Night. Don't miss the grand finale as BCFW closes out the week with a sensational fashion show at Roxbury Community College Auditorium featuring New England's top designers and a special musical performance by incredible Sophia Leslie. Boston Caribbean Fashion Week is the event of the year, October 18th to the 21st. Get your tickets today at bostoncfw.com and be a part of the amazing celebration of style. Boston Caribbean Fashion Week, where fashion meets culture. Be there.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
The all-new Spark FM.
Them not like me, I'm not like them.
Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Yo, chick a man be ballin'. Deep chick pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh. It's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Hold on.
Touch that bunny. Let that fucking bunny go. Let the bunny go. What the fuck are you doing? What don't grab him like that? It's God's bunny, bitch. And you're a liar.
I love the way she just. I love the way she stumbled in because I did not expect that. I saw the picture. Here goes the beginning. Let's go.
So this is what happened to us at the Cape the other day. Oh,
touch that bunny. What the fuck is that? What don't grab him like that? It's God's bunny, bitch. And you're a liar.
Yo, son. Wait, I'll play it one more time. Listen. Ooh.
Touch that bunny.
trying? Like, I don't understand. Did she think that she was gonna sweep in and capture the bunny like a Superman?
Yeah, like what was that?
Why was she so? They rescued the animal from underneath a thing, and she goes on. Literally, that is what happened at the Cape. And we were supposed to describe to you what happened to the family. We went on the Cape, and we had a empty. What is it? A shell of a stingray.
Yeah.
And the white people came up to us and wanted to fight us. The creatures belong in the sea.
A horseshoe crab.
A horseshoe. The sea creatures belong in the sea. Well, good thing this one ain't. Because I'm not sure why you're talking to me.
Oh, wait. Speaking
Crazy.
Uncle Grandpa sent me something yesterday that was what did he send me yesterday? Oh, this couple. I put it in the thing. The couple that was arrested for having sex in the elevator at the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this Boston police arrested people for having sex at the State Street MBTA station on Monday night. The transit police said, but that wasn't what got them locked up. After the police got reports of them having sex in the elevator, they went and arrested them. They ended up that they had warrants for assault with a dangerous weapon, breaking and entering, and assault on a police officer. And they were arrested for all of their outstanding warrants.
So who called the police on them?
They was having sex in the elevator at the State Street T station.
It was nice sex. I mean, after a night of crime, I might want to stop for a little sexy time as well.
Well, they got arrested.
Okay, here goes a story. Somebody called transit police. A report involved a couple in flagrante delicto. In a
flagrante delicto.
I guess that's some kind of fancy word for sexual situation.
Mm.
So they responded at around 10 p.m., and they found, in addition to heating up the elevator, both parts of the beast with two bags had outstanding warrants, including assault with a dangerous weapon, assault on a police officer, breaking and entering. So they were arrested for that.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta get it in. Sometimes you gotta scratch that itch.
Police did not specify if the elevator was going down.
They were, though. That's funny. I'm going down in the elevator. Britney Spears says Justin Timberlake got her pregnant and forced her to have an abortion.
He forced her?
I don't know if he forced her. I just read that. Both agreed to have an abortion.
I would too.
Britney Spears was what insiders have described as a bombshell in her upcoming memoir, and multiple sources tell TMZ that bombshell is that Justin Timberlake got her pregnant, and after some heart-wrenching discussion, they agreed she would get an abortion. Multiple sources with direct knowledge of the book tell TMZ Britney felt Justin was the love of her life when they were together, and around the late 2000s, she learned she was pregnant. She says in the book that she was raised not to get an abortion. Part of it was religious and part was just what she learned from her family. In the book, Britney writes, I loved Justin so much. I always expected us to have a family together one day. This would just be much easier than I'd anticipated, earlier than I'd anticipated. She says Justin felt they weren't ready because they were too young. Both were around 19 at the time. According to the book, Britney says that she was conflicted, but after some difficult emotional discussions, they both agreed getting an abortion was the right decision. Justin and Britney dated between 1999 and 2002. Two sources tell TMZ it was so serious Britney wanted to marry Justin, but that obviously did not work out. The decision to have an abortion haunted Britney for years, something she spoke about in private. Britney ended up having her first child, Sean Preston, with husband Kevin Federline in 2005, and she had Jaden James in 2006. We reached out to Justin's reps. So far, no word back. What the hell would you be reaching out to Justin's reps to ask him about?
Right.
Like, why do you I was
doing?
19 years old. Britney is now 45? We're probably around there, 43, 45.
Like 37.
She's
like 35.
No.
Yeah, Britney like 35.
Britney Spears. She's 41 years old.
Nah.
She was born on 1981, December 2nd. She's 41.
No.
I knew that Britney was older than me.
Britney old.
Yeah, so she's 41 years old. And why would this be a shocking for me? She was 19 years old when she got pregnant.
Yeah.
A lot of people around that age that get pregnant do these things. This is not a shocker.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with Britney Spears. This is my season's coming up.
What's your season?
The Sagittarius crew. And I just want to name my Sagittarius crew. Wait. Taylor Swift, Britney Spears, Zoe Kravitz, Rita Ora, Jay-Z, Brad Pitt, Janelle Monáe, Tina Turner, Nicki Minaj, Samuel Jackson, Christina Aguilera, DJ Khaled, Billie Eilish, Tyra Banks, Miley Cyrus. These are just a few.
This is my question. How you skip over the whole entire Scorpio nation?
Sagittarius.
You can't skip over Scorpios.
I got the dopest crew.
No, you don't. Y'all are all
I got the dopest
freaking
crew.
psycho,
I
actually.
got the dopest crew. I'm just saying. Okay, we're back to
Sagittarius is what y'all are.
No, we
Get
gotta
outta
big up the
here.
Scorpios too. Big up the Scorpios. I don't know nothing about y'all.
Yes, you do.
Who's a famous
You know about
Scorpio?
us. Me, nigga. I am. I'm the one.
Is me.
I'm the famous Scorpio.
That's funny. That is funny.
Exactly.
Wait,
Sagittarius.
Her boyfriend Sam, her ex-husband Sam Asghari is only 29 years old.
I don't know, but why is Brittany making a big? Is he 29?
He's 29.
Oh.
But go on with your question.
Why is she making a big deal about that? As somebody else pointed out in here, LaWanda, her sister is a teen mom. So get out of here, Brittany.
My question is I don't think it be that y'all be thinking it's them. It's not them. It's the friggin' media. Ain't nobody would have give a damn about that one passage if somebody in the media did not get a hold of it and decide to make it a headline. It's the same thing with Jada Pinkett Smith. Stop making everything she says a friggin' headline. Nobody gives a goddamn.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a damn. She's going to be on these tours and she's going to be on these things. If we all just stop making a big deal over the little things that she says, she won't be so annoying.
Yeah.
Yo, I can't wait to watch what do you call it? Saturday Night Live this week.
Who's on there?
Saturday
Ice
Night
Spice
Live.
and
I don't know, but I know they're gonna do some Will and Jada something.
Have they done it?
And probably some Britney Spears.
Have they done any Will and Jada at Saturday Night Lives yet?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Probably the slap, of course.
A slap
Yeah.
that was heard around the world. Blueface.
No.
Did y'all hear the song that Krishan put out?
No.
She put out a diss with some guy named a white guy named Matu.
About what? A diss to whom?
It's a Blueface diss.
Huh?
It's a Blueface diss. She got a diss out about her baby daddy.
I don't want to hear it.
It's a whole diss out. Let me see if I can find it. Because I did send it to somebody yesterday.
I thought we weren't supposed to mention them on our thing.
If
We're not.
I mean, but it's crazy.
I mean, let's hear a little bit from your phone. Play it from your phone so I can hear.
Like, I'm Mr. Take your bitch, take her for a trip, fly her to New York, sign my name all on her tits. Yes, I took his lady. I like blue faces, so I took his baby.
Fuck blue face, I had a son a new babe. Yeah, I with my boo, fuck what you say. I might put it in his face, cause he wanna taste. This that newborn pussy, make my water break.
All right,
Only
Kristen.
thing that's broke is my fucking water.
Bleep,
Birth to my kid,
bleep, bleep,
Like,
bleep.
this is the music
bleep,
that you're making
bleep.
while you're pregnant with your kid. You
Only
making
thing that broke is my water. Put it in his face because I had a daughter. What's that? What else?
Pretty much.
It's a bop.
You did a hot 4.
Do you want to see visuals?
No, we don't want to see no damn visuals.
Oh no, you got
Yes.
to. You got to.
Let me see the damn visual. Oh, no. These people get paid. These people pay
It's so
money.
crazy.
People pay these people money to listen to their records, and then when they show up at clubs, people pay an extra $20 and $10 to go and see Krishan on stage rapping about her water breaking and her hate for her baby daddy.
That's what Tristan said. He said Bia's show had a good crowd, but it was not as many people as Sexy Red. And
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
It's all because of hype.
Yeah.
Bia's music, she actually
has real music.
Real music?
Just real music.
I was like, Bia got freaking hits.
But gimmicky music is what is really important these days
Sad.
because gimmicky music is what goes viral because it goes viral for two things. People are making fun of it when they're sharing it. And then there's other people is like, oh, I'll F with it. For what? What are you effing with it for?
But then you pay money to go see that person.
I'm gonna pay my $40 so I can go say ski.
Did you guys see the video of Sexy Red leaving Boston?
No.
In her onesie.
Yeah, I mean,
and
that
her
sounds,
bonnet.
It sounds about right.
And her flip flops.
I mean, but Sexy Red is branded as hot ghetto mess, right? Like, so I'm not saying that I think I like her.
Yeah.
You know, I'm down with it. But Sexy Red has branded herself as being that chill around the way, pass me the blunt end of 40. I don't wear shoes in the house and my bonnet. It sounds like I described me. But, you know, like it's different because she's out here, you know, ski and on stage with no shoes and humping.
It's catchy. I mean,
It's
I'm
very
sure at the
catchy.
step show in April, we're going to see the AKAs coming out to ski.
Somebody did a meme like that where Celie and her sister, me and you will never part. You know that scene when they finally see each other at the end? They both said, ski! And the other one said, ski! And then ran to each other with the song playing in the background.
I love it.
I think it was beautiful.
That's beautiful.
I absolutely loved it.
Can you greet me in such a way?
I will.
Thank you.
Terrell Owens struck by car after argument with basketball player. We talked about that yesterday, right?
Yes, he wasn't even struck.
Fugees rapper Pras says his lawyer botched his trial. Uh-oh.
That's what I'm saying. The Fugees reunion tour is supposed to be happening. Is Pras going to be there?
You know, Pras, you should have never gotten involved with that man.
Wanda said the Sexy Red was in Rhode Island and not in Boston. I thought she was in Paradise too, no?
She was in Boston, but Sexy Red was in Rhode Island.
No, Sexy Red was at the Grand.
The Grand on Wednesday.
She was at the Grand?
I mean, on Monday.
Yes, the Grand.
Oh, wow.
Trial, but Fugees rapper Pras says his lawyer botched trial by using unreliable AI tech. Demanding a new trial after conviction, the rapper claims his ex-lawyer used untested AI tools because he has an undisclosed financial stake in the company that sells them. 6 months after ex-Fugees rapper
Proswell,
yes.
Was convicted of foreign lobbying charges. He's now demanding a new trial, making the extraordinary claim that his ex-lawyer used an unproven artificial intelligence tool to craft closing arguments because he owned a stake in the tech platform. In a Monday filing in D.C. federal court, Michael claimed attorney David Kenner utterly failed him during the April trial, denying him his constitutional right to effective counsel. Among other shortcomings, the rapper said Kenner outsourced prep work to inexperienced contract attorneys and failed to object to demanding an inadmissible testimony during the trial. Most unusual of all, Michelle accused Kenner of using an experimental artificial intelligence program called iLevel AI to draft his closing argument for the trial, resulting in a deeply flawed presentation. And he claimed Kenner did so because he had an undisclosed financial stake in the company and wanted to use Michael's trial to promote it. Michael never had a chance. Michelle never had a chance. The rapper's new lawyer wrote Monday, Michelle's counsel was deficient throughout, likely more focused on promoting his AI program than jealously defending my
should have had Willie Gray as his
Hello, Willie Green. This is my question right here now. Whatchamacallit? How do you promote AI during a trial? Like, I might be like, hey, I want you guys all to know that I wrote this closing statement.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, like, why would I be doing that during the trial?
I don't think he was promoting it.
He said to promote it.
More focused on, he said the man was more focused on promoting his AI program, but he wasn't promoting it during the trial.
But he made the AI program write the closing statement. First of all, it
just sounds like this man was lazy.
He's lazy
and inexperienced.
I don't want no lawyer to use
AI. And then the thing is with AI that people are thinking that it's okay to just put a prompt in, get the thing back, and then just send it as is. Sometimes you got to sit down with your AI and tweak that and make sure that it makes sense for what you're doing. And if your lawyer didn't do that, then you deserve another trial because he sucks.
Yeah.
Freaking sucks.
That's awful.
That's unfortunate because the same lawyer that he's using previously, he was a criminal defense attorney who previously repped hip hop luminaries like Snoop Dogg, Suge Knight, and most recently Tory Lanez.
First of all, I'm not getting any lawyer that did Tory Lanez and Suge Knight,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
They are in jail for an extremely long time. Why would
I? Who else you got free? You got them two prominent FS or whatever letter.
No, sir. Your track record doesn't say that you're going to get me off of this trial. I'm not getting off. You can't win this trial.
No.
You're not gonna. If you had been really green, however, I would have because your record is 12-0, not 3-1. That's the odds
Good
against
luck,
me.
Praz. You know, y'all going on y'all Fuji tour in next month.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to go to that.
Can he go?
That's
yeah, he's on bail.
Oh,
so
good.
He can work.
Until he got
restitution to pay.
Oh, good for him.
He's not a flight risk.
No.
Not with a tour. Well, that's a tour means flight risk. I mean, I got to get this money to pay this restitution back. So I'm going to be on this tour. Alicia Keys deletes and clarifies posts about paragliding. Cares. G Horrible out Southside face backlash for funny Marco interview. So we talked about this yesterday, and I actually went back and saw it, and them people disrespected that man pretty heavy on that show.
Whom?
Funny Marco.
Yes, I watched it as well.
Yeah, they was throwing things
And-
at him, calling him all kind of B and P and all kind of stuff. It was terrible.
So I also found out that they broke his watch. There's some stuff that
A $30,000 watch or something. Yeah,
that didn't make it to the air.
Why did they do that?
because they were just being D-heads, maybe.
Honestly,
I don't know.
I think that they did it because they watch his style of interviewing and they were just doing the same thing that he does to people.
But he don't break their stuff and throw
But he
cups
doesn't-
at
yeah,
them.
they were
and stuff.
doing-
They were
going
being disrespectful.
overboard.
I feel like it's the same thing what Offset did to that other girl that interviewed him. Like when she was like, "Oh, I don't know you," and he was like, "I don't know you either. I had to use TikTok to find you because Google didn't even bring anything up." I feel like that's okay to do, but when you get on somebody's platform and start disrespecting them and mashing up their shit, no.
Offset. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, I like Offset too. He's fun.
Speaking of Cheesecake Factory, right now at the Cheesecake Factory, you can get a slice of cheesecake for $4.50.
Ooh.
Dine in only. So
Don't you
again,
tell them that.
Let me put it out there that if anybody would like to take me to the Cheesecake Factory, I am ready.
Put the microphone in your face.
I'm ready to go to the Cheesecake Factory.
I too am ready to go to the Cheesecake Factory with you and her. Thank you.
Yes, and her.
And her.
Who is she?
Huh?
Who is she?
Who is she? You.
Oh, me.
Yes.
Oh,
Who invited
I
people
am
to the
her.
Cheesecake Factory? I want to go as well.
I haven't been to Cheesecake Factory in over 10 years.
I was going to say, if you tell me that you have never been to the Cheesecake Factory,
Anybody want
I'm going to tell you something right now.
Anybody?
Anybody taking you? You
And
have to take somebody.
everything she do is creepy. Fans say Tiffany Haddish was doing the most after she seductively dances near Michael Jordan.
Who?
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany is she getting a little strange.
Tiffany. You call her Heffany, we call her Tiffany.
And last but not least, a story
Do
that
y'all think that I kind of agree that she's a little creepy.
She's extra.
a little
She's very
creepy.
extra.
I think that she's super creepy and extra and not funny. I think she's pretty corny. Shout out to her for doing for making it this far and things like that. I just don't feel like you got to continue to be a complete,
buffoon.
Yeah, that's it is. Stop. Cut it out. You can be funny and you can even be yourself. You don't got to do the absolute most in public, loud.
Ain't she too old for that? How old is she?
She about 45.
Yeah, like that's too much.
Yes, let's see it.
Be a lady.
Here we go. But yeah, I used to like her, but I feel like the more I don't know, something about her is like
she's a caricature.
Tiffany is 43 damn years old. She got to cut it out.
Yeah, you need to cut it.
Okay, here she go. And they always get her in the back of the red carpet doing something too.
Yeah, just being weird.
All right. You can hear everybody.
Shakira!
She's still calling the Shakira girl?
This is the same one that she Shakira.
Oh, this is why somebody was shouting out Shakira all the time at Miami Carnival. Remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Who was that? Kept on screaming out Shakira.
She was doing the song. Shakira, Shakira.
I think that's stupid,
bro.
Very stupid. Anyhow, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be talking to our good friends over at Eastern Bank. We have Mr. Jason Solomon, who's going to be telling us all about all the great things that Eastern Bank has going on for you. BIPOC, entrepreneurs, businesses, corporations, all of you people that are out here looking for some help from the industry, we are going to tell you how you can get some help and tell you all about these really, really great programs that Eastern Bank has to offer. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Moonbox Productions is thrilled to present the Tony Award-winning musical Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, by Stephen Sondheim and Hugh Wheeler. Directed and co-produced by Ryan Martisich, with musical direction by Dan Ryan and choreography by Joy Clark. Sweeney Todd opens October 13th and runs through November 5th at the new Arrow Street's Arts Performance venue located at 2 Arrow Street in Cambridge. Emotionally intense and darkly comedic, Sweeney Todd is a must-see production. Tickets are $65 with pay what you wish options at www.arrowstarts.org.
Canna fans, high-profile Bodega Cannabis Shop is now serving Boston in 3 locations. Be sure to stop by Dorchester, Rosendale, and Roxbury for the best prices on OZs and J's. Not to mention edibles, carts, concentrates, and more. Download the high-profile app on the App Store or Google Play to keep up to date on Boston's best bundles. Experience the best prices and see how we roll at High Profile Bodega. Visit highprofilecannabis.com for additional details.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Boston, get ready to celebrate in style. It's a year of celebration, and V-Side Production proudly presents the 10th anniversary of Boston Caribbean Fashion.
Tell them I'm gone, I said tell them I'm gone, don't even bother calling me.
From October 18th to the 21st, immerse yourself in the world of beauty, culture, fashion, and style. Join us for the fabulous fashion events, including a 4-God design show and the BCFW Honors Award Ceremony, and the unforgettable Teen Fashion Night. Don't miss the grand finale as BCFW closes out the week with a sensational fashion show at Roxbury Community College Auditorium, featuring New England's top designers and a special musical performance by incredible Sophia Leslie. Boston Caribbean Fashion Week is the event of the year, October 18th to the 21st. Get your tickets today at bostoncfw.com and be a part of the amazing celebration of style. Boston Caribbean Fashion Week, where fashion meets culture. Be there.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
Spark FM.
Medication. Your medication makes me high.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for it.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
She like man, we ride. Big ride, big ride, big.
Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Check, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. And it's a day of information and resources. And as usual, you guys know that when it comes to Spark FM, we want to make sure that you guys know you have all the tools you need to be successful in this wonderful city that we have here. And from one of our banks that you've all seen before and might not have wandered in there because you're like, oh, small bank. Eastern Bank is popping and it's my favorite and they know that. Hi, Jason. What'd you say?
Hi, Jason. Eastern Bank is new to our area though, right? Like fairly new to our area? No? Oh.
I don't know. Roughly
50? Yeah.
But in this Boston area?
You want to know why? Because when I was going to college back in 2000, when did I graduate? 2001. Mm-hmm. My godfather opened up an Eastern Bank account for me, and he put in Stoughton. He put $500 in it, and it was my emergency fund when I was in college if I ever needed extra money. And I was like, "What is Eastern Bank?"
Yeah.
And then as I grew up, I realized that Eastern Bank is my friend. Mm-hmm. And now Jason is my friend. Welcome, Jason, to Spark FM. How are you?
Doing very well. It's nice to see you.
Don't come up here acting shy like you ain't on the cameras all the time. We see you. I'm smiling.
This is our family here, so it's nice to be part. Beautiful studio here set up. Congratulations to the family here as well.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm glad that it's crazy that it's your first time here.
Yeah.
But now that you are here, you are family, and it is now an open door policy to you.
Mm-hmm.
And they are not paying me for saying this and being so nice to this man. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
She's being nice temporarily.
I'm being nice temporarily, but I do business bank with Eastern Bank, just in case you guys are wondering that. And we like to make sure that everybody that we work with, you guys know about it so we can pass on the good information.
Why did you choose Eastern Bank?
Because it's a smaller bank, but it's still big enough that I feel like, you know, like I can get everything done there. And at the same time, I feel like I can get a personal relationship with one of the bankers because, you know, it's not like a Bank of America.
Very nice.
We'll have somebody from Bank of America come in too if y'all need something. But something that you want to tell us about today is the Equity Alliance for Business program that you have started. Can you first tell us who you are, what you do, and then tell us about all of the good news that you have?
Yeah, I mean, before jumping into that, so you'd mentioned Eastern Bank, small, growing.
So Eastern Bank is the number one community bank in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So
Say that.
Eastern Bank is the number one community bank in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
So, a few things to note as being the number one community bank in Massachusetts. We're deeply rooted in the communities. So, we're in the Lowell, Lawrence area. We're in the Brockton area. We're in the Dorchester, Roxbury, Mattapan. These are all very, very critical for us.
Mm-hmm.
We're very thrilled, very honored to be, here in and around the community, first and foremost. So I did want to make sure that that's a known thing. We've got a separate entity, the Eastern Bank Foundation, which is a phenomenal organization
What's
as well.
an Eastern Bank Foundation? Because we usually hear about, like it's usually the nonprofit arm to a business or a company. But what does the foundation do?
Yeah, so the foundation is an organization that, is a top 10 foundation actually in the state, first and foremost. They give a ton of resources to the communities. We've got a special focus on really zooming in on organizations that are doing work within the communities as well, uplifting the communities. If it's individuals, if it's businesses, right? I know we're going to pivot into the Equity Alliance for Business a little bit, which is great. But I just wanted to kind of highlight a few things about Eastern Bank that I think a lot of people would be surprised about and excited about.
Yeah.
So relative also to Eastern Bank, and just to know in terms of our commitment to the community, we're actually the number one SBA lender, 15 years running as well.
Really?
Yeah.
What is SBA?
Small Business Administration,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So what that means is we're able to really kind of go deeper in terms of how we lend. There's a lot of organizations that are out there that may not have full collateral to be able to leverage when it comes to their business needs. And the SBA really kind of backs, deals done by most banks. So that way they can leverage going a little bit deeper, in terms of,
Very nice.
in terms of getting to the community, right? So in terms of Eastern Bank, the community presence, number one SBA lender, we're really, really excited now to roll out the newest chapter, right? The Equity Alliance for Business as well.
One thing, it just left my brain as soon as I turned my head.
Pick it back up.
Why is it important for you guys to, have those accolades of being the number one lender and the number one small business bank and stuff like that? Why is that important to you guys?
What's important is doing the right thing. First and foremost, we've got great leadership at the top. Bob Rivers, Quincy Miller. These are folks that are synonymous with the community, getting out. You don't see a lot of presidents and CEOs doing that, right? But these guys are, kind of forging the way for our organization, which kind of trickles down. So if you look at our board of directors, it's littered with our board of advisors, littered with leaders throughout, Boston.
Diverse leaders.
Super diverse, right? And these are active community members that care, and they're helping to drive Eastern Bank at the top. And that's really helpful, for all of us as employees to know that you're working with an organization, especially in the quote unquote banking and financial services field, that, we're very comfortable in our position within the community, especially given the nature of the financial industry today. So it's pretty cool.
I think it's extremely cool. And what I think is even more cool is this new program that you have going on, the Equity Alliance
See how
for
I
Business.
cheated up a little bit?
Yeah, I did. See? Ooh, nice segue. So the Equity Alliance for Business exists to dismantle the status quo.
Yes.
Eastern Bank's approach is to establish banking relationships rooted in equity. We know that it takes more than capital for any small business to thrive. That access to community connections and network unlock opportunities. The education inspires. We are here to move beyond transaction to transformation and create opportunity. Okay, Eastern Bank.
Yes.
It's time for equity. It's time for growth. And it's time for good trouble. I like that.
Yeah.
Who wrote that? Me?
ChatGPT.
We can't open up the war chest like
because that is a great mission to have. So tell us what that is and break that down to us in layman terms.
I mean, it is exactly how it sounds. We're here to, again, transform the way we approach businesses of color, right? Meaning entrepreneurs of color, and also women-led organizations. We know, that access to capital is like a big.
I think it's not. I wouldn't even say it's the. I would. Is capital. Like even if it's not the top priority, it's still going to be one of the priorities. Yeah, it's going to be on everybody's list is capital, especially Black folk, BIPOC folk.
Thank you for mentioning that. I think a hidden symptom that should be at or near the top of our community organizations list that rarely gets mentioned is really the resources side.
Yes.
I mean, everyone's big on trying to find a dollar, but my father always says, hey, Jay, if I gave you $1, if I gave you $1 million,
what would you do with it?
If you don't have the resources aligned and you don't have the discipline in terms of how you're going to use it, and you don't have the strategy within the business, what are we talking about here, right?
Yeah. So, might as well just give you $1.
or give you resources to build a structure. Right? Because it's really about how can me as a business owner
maximize,
grow effectively, right? We can always say money's the answer, but if I have the team around me, right, in terms of the right resources, the right accounting structure, right, the right access to, let's just say, like an attorney, or HR,
or a business strategist,
or a business plan, right? Just a plan, a concept. I always ask, when I'm out having conversations with business owners, how many folks today have a business plan in place? How many folks today are aware of what projections look like, and you're thinking about projections. Projections are really, attaching numbers to your business plan. Right. And then having some assumptions
of where they're going to go.
Or, in February of next year, Danielle's going to be having, Diddy's coming on.
Say that.
Let's speak it into existence.
Speak it into it. Put it on.
Manifest.
So we know that it's going to spike up in February, as well as, Black History Month, so on and so forth. So you can plan that out and have numbers that have assumptions or assuming, growth areas, right? So
those are some of the things that you guys offer alongside with capital.
Thank you for asking. So those are some of the things that, for Eastern Bank, we were able to resource allocate, some of those technical assistance, as a broad term utilized, but technical assistance at the end of the day is going to be assistance to help your operation. Right?
If that means anywhere from web design to lawyers that look over a lease.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
That's all under technical assistance.
Right.
Yeah.
How to help my operations, right? It's all about how do you grow the business. And again, focusing on the resources is one of our key 4 pillars, right? So we work with, organizations like BECMA, Black Economic Council of Massachusetts. You all are very familiar with Nicole Obie and the work being done over there, MAC and the group. We're working with Enterprise. They got a deep community presence. They've got a Streetwise MBA. It's really kind of like an MBA, like a school term for business owners that may be at a different level, different platform. There's some curriculum there. We work with CWE, the Center for Women in Enterprises, so women-led businesses that are looking for resources. There's a whole clear my throat. So there's just a number of different groups that are community referral organizations that we're always going to, again, resource allocate depending on the need and depending on, where we have conversations with you as a business owner and determine, hey, like you probably should get shored up in these areas. And there's a few groups that we want to tie you into to have discussions, right? So these are really critical resources that I think people, may get, and rightfully so. Access to the dollars is vital.
Yeah.
Right? It's important. But if you have the engine built, right?
We just need to maintain it at this point.
The engine belt can be the access to capital and should be the access to capital, right? So let's get the resources in so that way we can at least shore up some areas and take a look to see what it looks like at the end of a year or at the end of 6 months with the resources in place.
So these four pillars that you have that are a part of the Equity Alliance for Business, it's a local one-on-one relationship. So that's when you get a banker, a business banker who's going to, kind of walk through this whole situation with you. Yep. Credit solutions.
That would be someone like myself, Anna Skill Miller, who's phenomenal.
These this is your team behind this.
Our counterparts.
Okay.
Yes. Jose Abreu. And then
obviously that name.
And this is Massachusetts wide? Or is it just centered around
it's New England tight, right?
Okay.
So when I say
New England tight.
Yeah. So when I say New England tight, I'd say like the southern lower end of Maine to maybe the midpoint in Rhode Island.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
our footprint from a bank perspective, right? So we can really work with. So yes, Mass, but
what did you call it? New England tight?
Tight.
If I say New England heavy, then you talking.
I know, but I like the phrasing. New England heavy versus New England tight. It makes me feel like New England, but intentional. Yeah.
Let's not get drawn away.
And then you offer credit solutions for these businesses as well. So including loans and things. Yeah. Go ahead. You can speak to that if you want.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, any organization that we're speaking to, obviously we're going to want to understand the history of the organization, where they are today. We may also, depending on the need, ask for some information, like the projections we talked about, like what's the future outlook. So we're going to want to collect tax returns, and it's in October, heading into November now.
So you want like last year,
maybe 2 years, how long you've been in business. Some
statements,
and again, there's a lot of organizations that we work with that they are like, hey, I only close the books once a year, right? To file our taxes, right?
Me.
So, am I speaking to the room?
Once a year.
So again, just to be able to rely on outside resources, again, through community referral organizations to be able to help our businesses. That's also a way to speed up the process to get what we need to kind of start a review process. And it's all good. We want to make sure, again, structurally our organizations are strong to be able to, hit the ground and run.
Right. And is there a is there like a fee that you have to pay, or how do you become a part of this program? Like how do you get into that?
Right. So if there are organizations that have heard about the Equity Alliance for Business, they can go, into any of our local banking centers. They can reach out. I know you got our website up because it sounds like you're reading off the website.
Definitely.
That's her own questions in her own frame of mind. What you mean?
No, it's all
that wasn't no FAQ. That was me.
That's me being inquisitive.
Look, that's how we talk to each other. Just so everyone knows, it's all. No, but just you can reach out to the website directly, the Equity Alliance for Business website, and you'll be able to access, myself, Annis, Abby, and or Jose, at your convenience. It gives access directly to our calendars.
Okay.
But you talked a little bit about the special purpose credit program as well. So any organization that we work with, we're going to always, review to see where they are. As we get introductions from some of our referral organizations, for organizations that have gone through that, hey, the nuts and bolts of building the engine.
Yeah.
There are, some perks that are involved to getting access to capital as well. So we want to make sure that you're teeing up and having conversations with, Nicole Obie from BACMA. You're having conversations with, the folks from Enterprise. You're having conversations with CWE. And if you go on our website,
CWE too.
right?
I didn't even talk to CWE.
Yeah,
Who's over there? At
and,
CWE?
and making certain that you go through, the curriculum, and then at that point, we may, we may be able to look at it through our special purpose credit kind of like lens, and that's directly related for women-led businesses again, and entrepreneurs of color only. So that our team, as you see, is diverse, and we only focus on those communities. So it's the newest chapter with Eastern Bank, and we're thrilled to be part of it, and thrilled to be able to kind of highlight some of the pillars within the program as best we can.
This is awesome. So, just in the interest of time,
than awesome, but
Eastern Bank. This is the Business Banking Equity Business Alliance. You can go onto the Eastern Bank website, or you can go directly to Equity Business Alliance to find out more information about this. Remember that they are focusing on they are business owners of communities who identify as women, people of color, LGBTQIA+, as well as veterans and individuals with disabilities. And they're, like these days, it's so crazy. It's like, you can't have an idea in your head and not go ahead and start a business.
Yeah.
There's so much support out there for you. Yeah. Go ahead, hit up our good friend. This is Jason Solomon of Eastern Bank.
And you can hit up any of the branches and go in there and speak to someone. Tell them about like when people say start a relationship with a bank, they're not like going there and you got
Hang out.
You can do that once that relationship is established, but it's very easy to even just start it. Like go in there and ask to speak to a business manager and just sit down and tell them about your business.
I think a lot of times, we run into different kinds of businesses, right? You got the side hustle business. You got I'm trying to build it up so I can leave corporate America. You see all different variations, right? But a lot of folks, there's still folks that are using their own kind of like personal bank account.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
For their business.
Yeah, which is crazy.
There are different audiences, different discussion points that we have, but one of the things we try to do is mention, again, like through our service here, through the Equity Alliance for Business specifically, we've got like banking tools as well, right?
Yeah.
It's not all about lending. You may need to come on board as a newer entity and then get access to those resources to build that engine that we're talking about. At the end of a year or two, are we positive at the end of the year? Let's take a look to see what the numbers are, then the lending side. So there's different kind of like variations of businesses that we work with. And many of them, can be, hey, we need access to capital. Where are the resources that you could team me up with? And or, hey, I've got a business, I've got a few grand, or I got so on and so forth, but I've been doing it within my own personal bank account. I'd like to set up its own separate business account. And then again, in terms of that pillar, the access to resources, we all know like how to balance our personal checkbooks.
Yeah.
Right. So these resources, our community referral organizations are very helpful in helping to guide some of those businesses in terms of how to kind of like balance your business checkbook as well. Right.
Yeah.
Can we close the books, monthly, quarterly, etc., as we would our personal.
And this is free.
Those are conversations through the referral organizations that they can talk about in terms of like membership.
Is this program? Does this program have a limit, or is it going to be a general offering from Eastern Bank moving forward? Does it shut down after 2 years or anything? Like, is it an incentive for right now?
I mean, I hope it's here for a while.
Oh, good. Me too.
I came on board specifically for what I like to call us. I see this as a game changer in the banking kind of industry. And we're looking honestly for, every business of color to at least know about the work we're doing.
Yeah.
Whether it's to get in a business account set up right away, whether it's to ask us about where the resources are.
Where the resources
and
are.
also, hey, Where they at?
Where they at?
Where they at? And then also like, hey, we're growing. Our
Mhm.
business is growing. We've got needs, right? We need to hire people.
Mhm.
Are there kind of like avenues that you can support us?
Yeah.
Like we're positive. We got our information. Help us to get to the next level.
And these
Yeah.
conversations are usually best had when you are able to sit down and give your specific needs to a banker or to a bank manager
Right.
so that they can figure out what tools and what resources most likely would be good for you.
Combination of
Yeah.
that and also access to be able to get your information across, and that may be through using some resources as well. So again, I just am very thrilled, very honored for the opportunity to come in.
I mean,
to the
this
family.
is better. This is
Yeah.
this is more for us than it is
Yeah.
for you
Yeah.
and Eastern Bank. Because you have a couple people in the comment section right now that are small business owners or just starting a business. Big shout out to Jess and Chris, one of our broadcasters here. She just started a nonprofit and is looking for support and just trying to figure out where she has to be. So I'm really grateful that programs like this Equity Alliance exists for Eastern Bank, being a smaller bank where you can literally go in there as a small business and understand that these people know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
It's not no big corporation that like they'll sit down and talk to you. Every Eastern Bank that I have gone into, and this is no cap, I have had such a pleasant experience. Pleasant experience.
And that's so
because
important,
people
'cause banking
actually
can be
care.
intimidating for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think in banking in general, we haven't done a good job of really explaining
Yes.
the process
And educating. Yeah.
and that causes frustration and
Yep.
it also wastes time. So
And ain't nobody got time for that.
no one has time to waste. So I think through our program, and again, if you're out there, if you go to one of the branches, you just say, hey, I want to talk with someone from the Equity Alliance for Business, and we'll get, transition to
And it's
someone
not a
from our
specific
team.
branch that I have to go to, right?
Branch,
I
you
go to
can reach out on
anything.
the website.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I would just say ask for the Equity Alliance for Business. But again, we're here to help the community. That's our whole purpose. Again, to ultimately get access to capital.
Yeah.
But really to work with the organizations through that process.
So that they're ready to get access to capital.
Got to build the engine.
You got to build the engine.
Yeah.
Jason, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming here.
Yes,
Obviously, this is not
Jason.
going to be the last time that we speak to you because you're full of information.
Yeah.
Kind of a
So we'll be seeing you around, and we want to speak to you again in a couple of months just to see where everything is. Just in case somebody would miss this conversation, it will be up on YouTube later today. Make sure you go back and listen to everything that was said, and make sure that you guys follow Eastern Bank across all platforms so you know what's going on, so you can say I didn't know. We bring them here for you to know and to go. Don't just take the information. Take the information, get in your vehicle, your bike, or your bus, and go all the way to a branch and
Or
sat
walk.
down and talk, or walk.
Let's be healthy.
Pedestrians.
Yeah.
And sit down and talk to someone. Stop being afraid of people that work in the bank.
Yeah.
They are literally there to help you.
Absolutely.
Usually when you go in there during the middle of the day, they ain't doing nothing anyways. So banks stay full though. It's a lot. You like working there? Can I get a job?
You want a job?
Yes, let me get a job. You need an assistant?
I am not in the hiring game, but please, reach out.
Do you need an assistant?
Do you
is what
need?
she
I know.
asked.
Do you specifically need an assistant? How much you got?
How much?
I'm willing to negotiate.
The family rate.
2 cheese
I heard the
pizzas
family
and
rate.
two cheese pizzas and a hot dog. With that said, people, we thank you guys for staying over time with us. I see you guys still logged on and soaking up this information, so we do appreciate that. Everybody listening on the radio, thank you for staying on with us. Keep it locked. Spark FM Online. More music, news, and entertainment coming up for ya. Spark FM.
Bye.
Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge